Sip Anand, Sip, I think it looks like Kabalji, Sip Rajendra, Sip Anil, Sip Dinesh, Sip Atmatrai, Sip Chotwani, Sip Soham, Sip Premchandji, Sip Meenakshi, Sip Natrajan. And the rest of you, I can't see you, but I welcome you to the call. Let us start. The topic for today's discussion: how to end dukkha. How to end dukkha. Dukkha means all suffering in life. Do you know the secret? How to end dukkha? Who wants to tell me? So who wants to tell me? Dinesh. Dinesh wants to tell me how to end dukkha. Yes, Dinesh.
Shivam Guruji.
Sure.
So, by realizing that I am not body, mind, and ego,
How that will end dukkha?
I am the divine soul, and mostly the dukkha is the because of man. So man mithya dukkha. So we need to transcend the mind. So most of the pain are due to the mind and misery
So
of mind.
आपने आंसर सीख लिया है, आपने सचमुच दुखा को ओवरकम किया है?
No, I have removed, because only I have transcended the mind, but only the most of the time the pain of body is it is giving problem to me, pain of the body, but most of the time mind and ego I have transcend. I am living in the mostly in the Satchidanand state.
Very good. You speak very highly. Let me see what other people agree with you or not. Everybody. Dinesh?
Hello.
Yes, Dinesh.
Yes, so I am going through the most of the books I have taken from you. So it helped me to overcome all this misery of mind.
It's not easy. What you're saying, you're telling me.
No, but I am going in silence, practicing mostly in silence. So it helped me to overcome all the misery and impression in the mind.
Because we get dukkha in so many ways. We get dukkha out of attachment. We get dukkha out of disappointment. The people whom we love, they hurt us. We get dukkha. We have expectations. So many reasons why we get dukkha. There are thousands of reasons.
I have experienced whatever you are telling, that attachment, moha, all I have experiencing while this process. So one by one, I am removing those impressions.
So how, if you have to tell the group again, how to end dukkha in life? What is the way for people to end dukkha?
Mostly is in silence. Whenever the impression comes, you have to remove that impression. You have to keep away from those impressions, because mostly it come into when you go into silence, that will pop up into your mind. Yes, this happened with you. This is attachment. This is moha. So mostly when you down the MTR, then you will able to realize that whatever the impression are stored in your mind, they will pop up, and then you have to settle those impressions.
Okay. Good start, Dinesh. Thank you. Krish and Ashish. We have two more.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening. How to come out of dukkha is we have to attach to God and detach from the world by sacrificing all the fruits of the actions. That only I feel that.
No, what you're saying, no, theoretically, technically, 100% correct.
Okay.
I agree. But practically, tell me, Krish, let's be a little practical.
Hello?
But I want you to tell me practically. Can you hear me? Practically, Krishna, how can we overcome suffering, dukkha? Practically.
Hello, your voice is not correct. Hello, I can able to hear you. Yeah. Actually, in one of the book,
I said practically, not theoretically. Practically, how to overcome dukkha or suffering.
Sir, in one of the book I read, to eat we have the right, but not to the digestion. Similarly, to work, even in the very simple act of eating, the karma yoga is there, actually. to put the food into our mouth. After that, when the food crosses our throat, automatically the digestion takes part by God.
Spiritually, spiritually, you are 100% right. Now, tell me
Correct.
practically,
Yeah.
last 2 days, what is the suffering you had? Tell me practically.
Sufferings, I don't
Some
remember.
unhappiness. Somebody told something. Somebody did not do something. Something happened in the last 2 days. Some pain in the body. Some unhappiness.
Some neck pain था, neck में कुछ pain था, neck में कुछ
Then,
pain था. Yeah.
and people के साथ कुछ pain.
वो तो होता है, वो तो होता है. Man is a social animal. We cannot avoid that actually.
So that is what we are trying to find. How to avoid
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But expectation brings frustration. If you don't have any expectation, definitely we will come out of the dukkha.
But we all have expectation.
Yes, of course.
Which human being does not have expectation?
Yeah, you are right. But how to remove the expectation from our mind? That only I am practicing now.
So that is so. Therefore, see, sometimes I don't want to give you a technical answer. Technical answer, it's written in the book. Okay, the book you have to follow like this. That's why Dinesh told completely book answer. Very good book. But can we follow that? So because what happens, somebody we love a lot, somebody we love a lot, they are the one who will hurt, they will break your heart. Then how do you deal with it?
Accepting people as they are.
Huh?
Accepting people as they are.
Correct. How to accept? What is the way to accept?
Treat them as a part of us actually, by including them in our heart actually, by including सबको साथ कर लेकर चलना है जैसे कुछ वो जिंदगी जीने का कला है actually.
What you're saying is very good, but since you're new, I'm happy. At least you're coming with a lot of good positive concepts in your mind, right?
Okay.
But we're very happy. Let's see. We have to find every call. I end the call in a manner that you should have some take-home value.
Yeah.
After 1 hour, you should have some benefit. Otherwise, the call is waste. So let us hear Ashish. Ashish,
Okay.
how to end all dukkha? Ashish, what is your way?
Good evening. This is Sia.
Yes. Good to hear you as Sia, but your name is showing Ashish. I told you add the word Sia. Okay, no problem. Add it if you can. Bolo Sia.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, dukkha, the word, since we are here in this yug, we've reincarnated. Dukkha is a part of life. So
Correct.
for me, I have been through a lot, but for me, I have found these ways to live in deep gratitude. Thank you, universe, thank you, God, or whatever I'm worshipping. Deep gratitude for everything, the next breath, the next sip of water, the next morsel of food. That's one thing I have been practicing, and it works wonders. The second thing which I'm doing is, somebody said expectation. So, I mean, I now live with least expectation. So it doesn't matter to me. Everything is a bonus. If you smile at me, it's a bonus. If you're good to me, it's a bonus. If not, it's okay. It's your problem. I look at life that way. So it has helped me tremendously, and I'm living in a good state, I would say. Now, 2 days back, I had gone to a center, an naturopathy center in Kutch, in the heart of Kutch. And I was going to be there for the entire Diwali break and trying to lose weight and detox. In 3 days, I had a very bad fall. I slipped and fell.
Oh my God.
And it was very scary because I'd gone alone, and it was in a village, a very remote village, not very close to Bhuj or Adipur, the main stations. And of course, I took treatment immediately. I spoke to the doctors and they advised me to go back home. So for a minute, I did have tears in my eyes. But then I thought, maybe this is for my highest good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what, I mean, yeah,
and
it must
good,
be
right?
something.
And you're back to normal and you're home and your everything is okay.
Yeah, I'm back. I am at home. Of course, I'm in pain because there are bruises on my back. I fell flat on my back. So the doctor said, "Ke kuch nahi hua, don't worry, And I just, again, even while he was checking on me, I said, thank you, God, for my good health. Of course, the pain is there, and as a Leo, I can't bear physical pain too much, so I take the painkillers. But otherwise, I'm okay. Then after coming back home, I started blessing my home more, and I thought, I'm so glad that I'm back home. God wants me here for some reason. God doesn't want me to lose weight. And when the doctor told me that if I hadn't had so much fat on my back, I would have broken my bones. That was a sort of wow, nature is protecting me.
But as Ashish, you will definitely have dukha.
I understand that, but it's
But
again
as Sia,
karma. I'm cleansing that karma.
As Sia, you can't have dukha.
Yes.
So that is what we need to take home. And of course, you have to learn to accept what you're saying, karma. If it was your karma to have that, if you have learned that much, that everything happens as per karma, if you remember that when you had a fall, you would not be cursing. You would be okay. You would say, okay, this is my karma, I accept it. So that is a simple manner of overcoming dukkha by accepting karma. I tell people, yeah.
One thing gone, one less karma to endure.
To deal with, yeah. Everything in this world is happening as per karma. If there is a trauma, understand the drama. It's all karma. So if we do that, but there is a way to overcome all trauma. We are trying to find that way to overcome all trauma, all dukkha, all suffering, even the pain of the body. How to overcome?
That is difficult for me. I cannot bear physical pain. Yes, that is difficult for me.
So you will. You very soon on this call, you will say, no, I am not, I am overcome that. It's a guarantee. Because I can only guarantee people who are consistent on the call. When I see somebody is consistent on the call, what do I realize? That they are serious about the subject. That is very important for me. Before I can tell somebody comes one day, I can't guarantee that they will get the message in their head. But when somebody is consistent, so please pay attention to today's call. It will benefit you. Thank you, Natarajan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Natarajan and Bliss, Will and Nichani. Natarajan, are you there?
I bow down to Guruji.
Namaskar, sir.
See, we have to be in the watchful mode. Whatever happens, it is due to the karma we are suffering. So we have to be in the watchful mode, whether we are having the body pain or other things that is coming to us as a dukkha, that we should take it and surrender to the God, that we are not the body and it is a divine soul within us. So we should have the strength to see what is happening and we should proceed further.
Very good. If we can do that, it's a great achievement. But, I used to get angry. If I get angry, people could hear me at least 500 meters. I mean, 500 meters is a long, it's not 500, at least 300 meters, they could hear me. I would be so screaming like that. So anger can really get you up. And then fear can paralyze you.
Yes.
How to overcome all these dukkhas? So these dukkhas, the whole purpose of human life, what is human life? People want to be happy. People don't want to be unhappy. But we become unhappy. All the time we are becoming unhappy. All the time we are becoming unhappy.
Unhappy is a choice only. We have to choose choice. Happiness is a choice. We should choose. What you told that anger becomes danger.
You thought today you were there in the call today.
Yeah.
So that is what, when people who are attending the call, every day is a new learning. Every day, one step. That is the beauty of evolving in this journey. Good, Natarajan.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
Bliss and Will.
Shvam, dear Shvam, everyone. Love you,
Yes.
love you.
Yes. Tell me.
Yesterday, I will give you an analogy, what I love and everything. So yesterday I fell on something. I was very not happy to read this. I am become very anxious and stressful and everything. So I have said, no, I don't want to leave that. So I put it aside and I going to work on your book. So yesterday, I think I do 5 chapters to translate Discover the Happiness by AiR. And day by day, I put many hours on this because it changed my mind and gave me happiness. And I'm going inside a way of tranquilness and happiness to be inside this and to work.
So how to overcome? What is good? I'm happy what you're telling. How to therefore overcome unhappiness? What is the way?
It's change your mind, nip to pep.
Good. One of the
Nip
best
to
way.
pep.
One of the best way is to
Right.
go from nep to pep. It is
Yeah.
not. It is not the best, but one of the best. One of the
Yes,
best way.
one of the best. Accept, surrender, and be in the now, and don't focus on yesterday and
So
the
happiness
future
secret.
and everything.
What you are
I
saying.
try to.
What you are saying is follow the happiness secret.
Yes. Yes.
If you follow the happiness secret, mostly there will be no dukkha, no
Yeah.
suffering. But
Yeah.
there is today a simple secret. Today there's a simple secret, very simple secret. If we learn that secret, we can wipe out all the suffering. How to learn that secret? That is what I want to teach you today. Will, thank you, Bliss.
Thank
Will.
you.
Shiva Hangsep.
Yes, Will.
The first principle is to overcome suffering, is to do it in such a way that you don't create more suffering.
Good.
This is the first principle, and this is the usual way. If I need food, I'm hungry, then I steal it from someone. This is the way of overcoming suffering by creating more suffering, you see. So the first principle is to be moral and virtuous. Whatever, you have to be strictly adhering to principles of morality. Otherwise, you create more trouble. This is the number one. Mr. Putin is very angry that Ukraine was given away, so he come and steal it back. This is a way of creating, ending suffering by making more suffering. There's many endless examples like this.
Yes.
So the principle, then, the Buddha used the word kanti paramang tapo titika. Kanti is patience and titika is like endurance. So this is the essence of Buddhism, is to be patient. That's number two. The number three is to, in English, we have the word modal verbs, M-O-D-A-L, modal verbs. These are the verbs I must have, I should have, I need to have. These words are where suffering begins. It's not just that I want to have a nice food or nice education, but when I must have it, or I mustn't have it, I mustn't die, I mustn't get old, I mustn't get ill. That is the cause of suffering. And to overcome this, number one is to, first of all, recognize that I suffer. And then second of all, to see that under the suffering, there is a modal verb. Modal, I need, I must. And that needs to be, that relationship, that modal verb must somehow be endured until it ceases, and then it turns into desire. This is you need to tell. I want. There's a difference between I want food and I must have it. This is the difference.
What you said is very beautiful, Will. But I hope that there is another small little pin on top. It's like a cherry on the cake. What you've said is the whole cake. Now we need to put the cherry on the cake. But I appreciate what you're saying. It is no doubt you are the Buddhist master. You are a master in the Buddhist teachings. And to me, these are all very good. But I'm a very foolish fellow. I like simple things. For me, I like very simple, very, very simple.
Yes,
so I try to make it too simple. That's the problem. But let's see. Thank you, Will. Let us hear, before I give you my way. I know a way where there will be no dukha. And Nichani and Sachin. Let's hear Nichani. Thank you, Will.
Sure, Sarji.
Sir.
Sarji, the best way is to live like a yogi or live like Buddha. You should accept and surrender. Drop the ME, mind and ego. Stop thinking of the past and thinking of the future. Live in the present moment. Because nothing matters. I should realize that I am SIP. I don't require anything. I'm the most powerful energy. I don't require anything. I am SIP. And
you're giving a theoretical answer or practical answer?
Theoretical.
At least I like your honesty. It's not, have you overcome all suffering? Have you overcome?
Not yet, Sarji.
Even today, yesterday, कुछ तो दुख होता है, दुख होता नहीं होता है?
होता है Sarji. कभी-कभी suddenly when we are in the mind state वो आ जाता है. When we are in consciousness, we think that then I can avoid it. But when we are in the mind state, we cannot control it.
So this is what we are trying to learn. Today, this is what we are trying to get to. What are we trying to get to? To that point, how to remain in that consciousness of being free of all suffering. Who likes to suffer? Nobody wants to suffer. I don't think anybody on this call likes to suffer. You look at somebody's got some disease, somebody has got some pain, somebody has got some problem in relationships, somebody's got some expectation, somebody's got some fear. Oh, people are suffering. But what is the way? That is the challenge. So Ashok has told very good. The book answer Ashok has given excellent, but Ashok says, I also still suffer. How to remain in consciousness all the time, Ashok? Is there a way?
Sarji, I'll have to drop the mind and ego.
How to do it?
And live like a yogi.
How?
By accepting that
you can live like a yogi from today onwards. From today, change your name to Yogi Nichani.
Sarji, if I realize that nothing matters, then I can reach that.
But you're not realizing. Why you are not realizing?
Still, because of the mind, Sarji, it troubles me a lot.
Hey, aapka mind hai. I cannot see you have mind.
Mind is not there, but we think the mind is there.
So this is the problem. In this world, if there is no dukha, life will become a paradise. And we are, what I told in the call, 7 o'clock call, unhappiness is a choice. We are choosing unhappiness. We are choosing dukha. There is no dukha. We are creating dukha. We are choosing dukha. Rumataji. Thank you, Ashok. Rumataji and Bala. Rumataji nahi hai to Bala. Bala.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, to remain dukhi or sukhi is our choice, Guruji. And for that, you have to stop expecting people, stop clinging to the people, and you have to.
How to end dukha?
Guruji, stop clinging people. Then stop expecting anything from anybody, Guruji. इतना सा भी किसी के पास expect मत करो, Guruji. You have to live a life, desireless life, Guruji. कुछ desire ही नहीं चाहिए. जो होगा प्रभु कृपा से होगा. And Guruji, I think because of this, you will if you stop expecting anything from anybody, that dukkha is over, Guruji.
How?
Because your life becomes fearless. How
to stop expecting anything from anybody? How?
When you stop, गुरुजी, अगर आपके desires कम होता है, तो अपने आप ही सब कुछ गुरुजी कम हो जाता है ना, गुरुजी.
How to desire? How to make the desires come?
जो है उसमें सुखी रहो. डोंट गुरुजी. अभी अभी मेरा तो बोलूंगी तो मैं अभी ज्यादा कुछ सोचती ही नहीं गुरुजी कोई चीज
अभी
का.
कौन से पार्टी में आई हो तुम?
नहीं, मम्मी के घर पे आए हो पैर छूने के लिए बिकॉज टुडे इज पाड़वा. नो पार्टी. आई डोंट डू एनी पार्टी. आई डोंट गो एनीवेयर गुरु.
अभी दिखने में आपको, आप तो पूरा ड्रेस टू किल टाइप है आज, तो इसलिए मैं पूछा.
नो गुरुजी. आई केम टू माय मॉम्स प्लेस फॉर व्हाट वी से. आज पाड़वा है ना, बड़ा दिन है ना, तो पैर छूने के लिए गुरुजी.
So today you have to learn how to overcome.
बाहर के अगर होटलिंग कम कर दिया, पार्टी कम कर दी, बाहर का जाना जाना कम कर दिया गुरुजी. इट इज मोर देन इनफ आई थिंक गुरुजी.
Okay, good. So you don't have any दुखा now? कभी कभी दुख होता है, नहीं होता है?
हाँ, वो नहीं, कॉन्शियसनेस में नहीं रहती हूँ, माइंड में रहती हूँ तो दुख हो जाता है गुरुजी.
गुड, इतना तो मालूम हो गया. इवन अशोक निचानी ने बोला, इवन बाला ने बोला, if you are in mind state you would be unhappy.
Yeah.
How to overcome? Raji, thank you. Raji, Lalita, Rajendra. Raji, Lalita and Rajendra. Yes.
Guruji.
Yes, Raji.
By realizing that I am not the sufferer.
Explain.
That is, by coming to this, you have to cut everything. By realizing that I am not the body, mind, ego, you have to realize that I am not the sufferer. Suffering is it is not for me, it is for my body. I have realized. But it is not easy. But if you come to the call, if you practice everything, then you can overcome it. It is not a one-day game.
But that is the right answer for today. How to overcome all dukkha, how to overcome all suffering. Who? That's why when Ashish told I'm suffering, I told Ashish, she told I'm Sia. Sia has no suffering. Ashish has suffering. Ashish will suffer. No doubt Ashish will suffer. But for Sia, there can be no suffering. My dear friends, what did Raji give? Raji hit the nail on the head. Who suffers? What did Raji say? The way to overcome dukkha, all dukkha, is to be free from the one who is dukhi. Who is dukhi? Who is dukhi? It is the body, mind, ego. Only the body, mind, ego can be dukhi. Sia, Ashish can be dukhi. Sia cannot be dukhi. The soul cannot be dukhi. The body can have a fall. The soul cannot have a fall. The ego can become angry. The soul cannot become angry. The mind can be attached. The soul cannot be attached. You are that. You are not the one who is suffering. You are foolishly accepting suffering by being whom you are not. So Raji, what did she say so beautifully? The only way to overcome dukkha or suffering is I am not the sufferer. Be in this, what I call this, be in soul consciousness. Today I am giving you a new term. Be in soul consciousness. All the time. It's not so difficult. Be in the soul consciousness. I am not body, mind, ego. I cannot suffer. Oh, my mind is suffering. Let it suffer. My ego is suffering. Let it suffer. My body is suffering. Let it suffer. I don't suffer. I am not capable of suffering. I don't know how many of you get this point. From this moment, from this call, you can be free from suffering. Any suffering. You bring to me now. Tell me which suffering you have. No, Guruji, लेकिन ये तो प्रॉब्लम हमारे को है ना. किसको है? तुम्हारे को नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम तुम्हारे को बॉडी को है. प्रॉब्लम तुम्हारे माइंड को है. प्रॉब्लम तुम्हारे ईगो को है. You are not the sufferer. Dinesh, you heard this, Dinesh. What she said. If you remain in this consciousness, what consciousness? I am incapable of suffering. But unfortunately, what Raji said, we are not able to remain in this consciousness. If you can be in this consciousness, you can.
Yes.
From this moment, if only So they told me eye surgery. Sometimes you may go blind. Okay, if I have to go blind, then they told me we will do one eye at a time. I told them also, okay, one eye goes means one eye blind, second eye will still be there. But we are afraid. I am telling you, we are all living with fear. And as long as we are living with fear, we are living with the mind. As long as we are living with anger, we are living with ego. As long as we are feeling the pain of the body, we have not yet transcended the body. Okay, body is paining. I'm okay. Body is paining. I'm okay. I'm good. You are not, even Will spoke so many things. You know, Will is still going to speak now. Will said, okay, you have to give up this, you have to give up attachment, you have to give. Who? Give up that one who is attached first. The moment you realize it's not me, who's attached? I don't know. Who are you talking about? I'm not attached. I am free. Reach that state of soul consciousness. One answer. Be in soul consciousness. That's the simple, short answer. Thank you, Raji, for making it easy for me. So, anything more, Raji, you want to say?
No, thank you, Guruji. I have overcome dukkha.
Very good. So, Raji said, I have overcome all dukkha. I am living in Sadanand. Sadanand. Huh? Paramanand. Sadanand, Paramanand. That state, who? Not Raji. Raji cannot. Only the Atma. Only the soul consciousness. If you are in that soul consciousness, then what the Buddha teaches, dukkha, there is no dukkha. Where is the dukkha? There is no dukkha. For the soul, there is no dukkha. Sorry. The soul does not know the meaning of dukkha. And you are the soul. You are the soul. Who is suffering? So Raji said in a very simple line. How to overcome dukkha, how to overcome suffering? I am not the sufferer. I am not the sufferer. Thank you. Lalita, Rajinder and Will. Lalita.
आपने तो ऐसे आंसर बता दिया कि अभी मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा कि मैं क्या बोलूं, but what I wanted to say, I want to tell you.
Say what you
Yeah.
wanted to say.
So actually, dukkha तीन type का broadly, like what I have gone through on that basis, I want to say. One is like when there is a big illness. Like I had cancer at one point of time, and when surgery was done, a part of you is cut and taken away. It took quite a number of years to even, accept it. It took a long time. Practically, like you said, who is suffering? That kind of a practice only has helped me over the years. Similarly, another kind of suffering is when somebody known to you, they speak hurting words. It's not very easy to accept. Any unknown person says it doesn't bother. But if somebody, like, as you say, expectation, we have an expectation that person will be good to me. So that also I felt like overcoming physical, this thing is by doing service activities, it helped me a lot. By seeing other sufferings, other people suffering is more. Then by being more loving to the person who is trying to hurt me. And last one, which I'm still not able to overcome, is that grief. Like I lost my mother after prolonged illness. I have lived with her for a very long number of years. But even now, when I see her picture, I feel like crying. I'm still not able to overcome that. Even though I say, who is feeling it? I do tell myself, but suddenly it comes up on and off,
Because you don't realize your mother never died. Your mother never died. Only her body died.
Yes.
When you reach that, Lalita, you can't suffer. Who are you? Why you're looking at the photo? That is not your mother. That is only the body of your mother. Your mother is in your heart. If you feel the presence of your mother inside, you will not cry. You will say, Mama, you just touch her. She is inside you. The vibrations is inside you. The soul, her soul, and your soul are one power. Change your paradigm. Even today, you don't look at the photo because the photo is the problem. When you're looking at the photo, you're thinking that is your mother. That your mother is not that. That's only the mother's body.
Yes.
Our whole problem, Lalita, is where you are thinking you got cancer. You did not get cancer.
Yeah.
When this is the approach, no, Lalita, then who told, I think Ashok Nichani, or who told nothing matters? Are kya? Kuch bhi nothing matters. Ultimately, we all have to go. Ultimately, it's a show. It is Leela. It is Maya. If you live in that consciousness, how can you suffer? You cannot suffer. Why do we suffer? We suffer because of avidya. We suffer because we don't realize who is the sufferer. I am the soul in Lalita. I am the Atma in Lalita. I am that. Huh? Sila. Sila means soul in Lalita. I am Sila. If you say I am Sila, like Siva, soul in Vanita, she came and she became Siva. When she came for retreat, she became Siva. The problem is only three. The misery in this world, Lalita, is only three: pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. There's only triple suffering. And what did Raji say? Raji said, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the ego. I am Atma. Atma has no suffering. Where is the question of me suffering? Where is dukkha? See, that is why Sanatana Dharma is the highest. I've been talking to you last how many days? Last 8 days. Sanatana Dharma is highest. Sometimes that's why even when I speak to a Buddhist monk, oh, dukkha, dukkha. What? Dukkha. There is no dukkha. There is no dukkha. Dukkha is only in samsara. We are above samsara. If you live in Satchit Ananda, where is dukkha? Dukkha should be eliminated. We are clinging to dukkha. Why are we clinging to dukkha? Drop it. Drop it like a toxic thought. Drop it, stop it, crop it, chop it, drop it, drop the dukkha. So Lalita, I hope you got it. So don't let any dukkha touch you. That is the challenge. Rajendra, Rumataji.
Om sir.
Namaskar.
Sir, namaskar. Sir, we suffer because when we live as body, mind, and ego, because of the ignorance. And the worst part of it is that we are ignorant of our ignorance. You see, after coming to this call, I got awareness of my ignorance. What was the ignorance? That I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the ego. So by and by, I worked on it. And I think there's marginal improvement in my suffering. I don't normally suffer now because by learning the ways.
But Rajendra, abhi bhi jab suffering, whenever suffering is coming now, why it is coming? Because you're losing soul consciousness.
Yeah.
अगर हम soul consciousness को पकड़ के रखेंगे, if we will hold on to soul, it's like this. Suppose you are in a parachute. You're flying in the sky, in the parachute. You're safe. If you leave the parachute, to leave it, you will fall.
Once we leave the consciousness, we get the mind state and we suffer.
Exactly. That is the problem. Now, leaving consciousness is a choice.
Yes.
Coming back to consciousness is a choice. I see some of you, I look at you, I can make out you're in mind state. I don't have to, I can just look at you. One look at you and I can say you are in mind state or you are in consciousness state. It takes only 1 second for the ego, the mind to overpower you. It shows in your smile.
Sir, I think consciousness, to be in consciousness is the best form of living because consciousness is the joyous form of living.
If you are in soul consciousness, you cannot suffer.
Yes.
You are incapable of suffering.
Because intellect is there, which will not make it.
Intellect बाद में आएगा.
हाँ, वो तो ठीक है sir.
Soul, Rajendra, soul consciousness means क्या? मैं आत्मा हूँ.
हाँ.
आत्मा को कभी दुख नहीं होता है.
Without traits, no traits.
आत्मा को इंटेलेक्ट नहीं चाहिए. आत्मा को इंटेलेक्ट नहीं चाहिए दुख सुखी रहने के लिए. The soul does not need intellect to be happy.
Yes. One step ahead. Yes.
The mind needs. The mind needs intellect to overcome unhappiness. If you are in soul consciousness, I told Ashish told I'm Sia. I told pehle Sia ka naam add karo. Ashish Majra Sia likho. Because if you are Sia, if you are soul in Ashish, you are incapable of suffering. You are in, body may suffer. Body may have a fall. Soul cannot have a fall. Body may have bruises. Soul cannot have bruises. Body may be insulted. Mind may be insulted. Ego may be insulted. Soul cannot be insulted. Be in soul consciousness. Be in soul consciousness. Rumataji. Rumataji, Will and Ashish. After Rumataji, Will and Ashish.
प्रणाम गुरुजी शिवोहम
Pranam, बताइए.
गुरुजी your eyes are all right now better
I can see you.
okay thank you guruji god bless you और guruji I feel if one is in Satchit Anand then there is no dukh for that person.
Very good. How to be in Satchidanand?
Guruji to be in yoga in one form of the yoga or the other form of the yoga and live like a lotus. Live like a lotus flower.
रूमाता जी, आपका पहला आंसर सही था. Just be in सत्य चित्त. जो सत्य चित्त में है, उसको कभी दुख नहीं हो सकता है.
Yes, Guruji, for him, dukh and sukh are same.
There is no dukh and sukh. It is only ये लीला है माया, कुछ भी सच तो ना. So this is a natak. If you realize के नाटक उसका है ये, संगीत भी उसकी है, हम तो बस कलाकार हैं, हम आते हैं जात. Why we become unhappy? Who becomes unhappy? Rumata ji. Who becomes unhappy?
I.
I कौन है? Body, mind, ego.
Guruji, combination है ना? Me. I means Kiran. Ru is not affected.
रू कभी दुखी नहीं हो सकती.
नहीं, कभी नहीं होगी.
माता जी दुखी हो सकती है.
रू नहीं हो सकती.
हाँ. तो रू बन के जीना. रू बन के जीना. Live as the soul. Live as the soul.
Yes, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Will, Ashish and Natraj. Will, Ashish, Natraj. Sia. Will, Sia. I should call Sia, not Ashish. Will, Sia and Natraj.
I attended a talk the other day. Someone said the whole problem is this letter I. This is the problem. So it's interesting, many teachers, they'd make a division between this I and that I. Ramana Maharshi used to refer to the I and also to the I. And interestingly, when Jesus also, he used, there's a special word for I. When he said, I am the way, I am the truth, he used a special emphatic I, not the ordinary I. He used to add a special word to make, it was like an extra word. Now, many Christians, they don't see the importance of this. When Jesus is saying, I am the truth, he doesn't mean Jesus, this person sitting here. It's a special I. Yeah. So this is my point.
No, very good. Because I, who suffers will? I suffer.
Yeah, I suffer.
You go to a doctor. What do you say? Doctor, I have a headache. The doctor, I have a headache. Doctor, I am sick. No. You go to a doctor, you say this head has an ache. Doctor, this body is sick. I am not sick. The body is sick. The doctor will be wondering what you're talking.
Well, it's the I am sick, but you can't go into the doctor and say I is sick because
you just say the body is sick. I am okay. Yes. Doctor, I am good. I am fine. My body is sick.
Yes, sir.
So my body is suffering. The body can suffer. The body can have cancer. You cannot have cancer. You are the soul.
Yes, sir.
You are the divine soul. You are incapable of being diseased.
Yes, sir.
You are the immortal soul. You cannot die.
Yes, sir.
If you live in this truth consciousness, Rumataji said, Sat Chit. I gave a new term today because Sat Chit is for Ananda. I gave a new term. I just said live in soul consciousness. In English, simple to understand. Live in soul consciousness. What is soul consciousness? I am that. In the scriptures, it says, Hari Om Tat Sat. In the scripture, it says, Tattvam Asi. Huh? Each of you, I told Ashish must, unless Ashish says, I am Sia, I am Sia, I am Sia, suffering will come. We must, many of you, Dinesh writes, Sip Dinesh. Girish says, Girish Ananda. Vanita has become Siva. Ranjana has become Aham Sip. Bridget has become Bliss. This call has so much happiness. Sunil Chittal has become Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. This is the challenge. This is the challenge for us to evolve. If as long as you are Krishna, Krishna can suffer. But Krishna cannot. If you say, I am Krishna, if you say, मैं हूँ कृष्णा, मैं हूँ कृष्णा, Krishna Krishna, मैं हूँ Hare, you are that. How can the soul in you, how can the divine in you suffer? Sometimes somebody says something, you're upset. Sometimes the body is upset. Sometimes the body is paining. Sometimes the mind is paining. Sometimes the ego is agonized. You are not that. And the soul is always in such Chit Anand. That is the biggest challenge. Thank you. Sia Natarajan Sachin.
So AiR, I admit that I had lost soul consciousness for some time when this thing happened. But what I'm trying to understand is that when there is a physical pain, I still distance myself that I am Sia, but that pain is there. It's a reality,
Correct.
and that hampers you from doing some things which are needed. It could be a basic thing, or it could be your duty to do something which you are not able to do. So how do you deal with that?
Good. So let me tell you the difference. If you think you are Ashish and Ashish had a fall and Ashish is paining and Ashish is suffering, then you're in deep trouble. But if you smile, if you laugh and say Ashish had a fall, you are separate from I am not Ashish. This Ashish fellow is what I am in this Ashish complex. And you are laughing at your foolishness of slipping and falling. I don't know how you did it, right? Most often we foolishly do it. I know somebody who will walk and bang the door and they had a big bump on their head. And then they will bang and say, I got a big bump in my head. I said, very good. Then after 3 days, they'll say, I got another big bump here. Then next day I asked, where did you get a bump? No, but the point is that you laugh at your foolishness because you are not that. The Ashish fellow is having pain. But Sia is the soul. The soul is the power that is making Ashish remain in consciousness. Stick to that consciousness. Remain in that soul consciousness. You are incapable of suffering. The body will pain. The body will pain, but you will not suffer because you are separating yourself from the body. Body is paining. Oh, okay, body is okay, paining, but you are smiling. You should smile. When you smile and the body pains, then you are in soul consciousness. Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to scream when the cancer used to come. He said, They said, what happened? He said, the rascal caught me. Who rascal? Cancer. He used to always say, many saints who got dangerous diseases, they used to feel pain, but they never suffer. And only those of you with this call can understand this. If I go and tell some YPO this, they will laugh. What are you talking nonsense? No.
True.
So this is only for people who are in consciousness to understand. Who is suffering? Ask yourself, is my body suffering? Is my mind suffering? Is my ego suffering? If you are living with fear, then mind is suffering. If you are living with disappointment, the ego is suffering. Who is suffering in you? Is BME. Chinmayananda used to say, Swami Chinmayananda used to say BME. Who is suffering? Body, mind, ego. Who is suffering? Find out, identify. But you are not capable of suffering. The soul, the spark of unique life, is incapable of suffering. That's why today itself, Ashish Majra, add the word Sia.
I'll do that, sure.
And if somebody tells what is Sia and YPO, tell them that's good luck. Because they will not understand. Don't. Then if somebody friendly asks you, tell it that's soul in Ashish. But otherwise you say, good luck. Just some numerologists gave me that. So it's a lucky name.
Surely.
Okay, good. Natarajan and Sachin. Thank you. Natarajan and Sachin.
Guruji,
Yes, sir.
You said that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has that. But Ramana Maharishi, when he had the operation, cancer operation, he told, I don't want any anesthesia or anything. You operate it, I'll go to Samadhi. This is not my body. So I am there. You operate it. Like that he has told.
That is very high. That is a very high level of Samadhi.
Yeah, he has told. You operate.
Not easy. Not easy to reach that state.
Yes. I want another question. I want to deviate from this topic. Whether I can ask?
Yes. You can ask any question on this call. You don't have to remain in the topic. Anybody can ask any question. Yes.
See, the organ donation, is it allowed in Sanatana Dharma?
When Sanatana Dharma was created, there was no organ donation possible.
Yes.
But let me tell you, if you are not the body,
yes,
if you are not the body and you want to donate the body as a seva or to serve somebody, what is the problem? There is no problem in donating. But the second point, Sanatana Dharma, if Prabhu wants somebody to get organ, he doesn't need your organ. He will give organ. Anyhow, Prabhu will give the organ. By you donating an organ, don't develop ego. Don't develop ego. Oh, I am donating. Who's this I? Who's the fellow I who's donating? Many people have got this ego in donating. I donated my eyes. I donated my hand. No, what is I? Who are you? Who are you to donate?
I take it to the other side also. See, by donating, his karma is not being completed. See,
whose karma?
The person who is getting donated.
Who's receiving? Who's receiving?
Those who receive it, they are suffering because of their karma. By donating this, their karma
My dear, if their karma is not to receive it, if you give also, they cannot receive.
Yes, that is also there. But there is both the things are there.
Yeah, the problem is we are focusing on the wrong subject, Rajan.
Yes.
Our focus has to be on soul consciousness. Whose body? Whose body I am donating? It's not my body. Why I have to donate my body? So donating a body, according to me, is not a great thing. You don't need to worry about it. If you feel like donating, please donate. Nothing wrong. If you are not interested in donating, don't donate. Nothing wrong. God does not want you to donate. That much I can tell you. But if you want to donate, please donate.
It is our heart only has to say.
Your soul should say. Your consciousness should say.
Yes.
But I am telling this is not important in our life. What is important is this is not a relevant question. What is good, Natarajan? To eat chapati or rice, Natarajan, what is good?
Anything.
It is not relevant.
Yes. Just
don't even waste time in thinking, today I should eat bread or I should eat pizza. Not a relevant question.
Okay.
Be in Prabhu. What is relevant is Prabhu Pana. यही मकसद है प्रभु को पाना है इडली डोसा खाना है इडली खाना डोसा खाना doesn't matter प्रभु को पाना है प्रभु को पाना है correct हमने organ donation or no donation does not matter Sanatana Dharma doesn't tell you that Sanatana Dharma tells you Hari Om Tat Sat. You are that Sat. Be in that Sat Chit. Mataji brought the more difficult word Sat Chit. People do not understand. My answer to you is be in soul consciousness. If you are in soul consciousness, you cannot suffer. So many people come to me as shaitan. So many people come to me as shaitan. I know. When they come to me as shaitan, I am quiet. Shaitan aa gaya, shaitan, shaitan, shaitan aa gaya. So should I react? Natarajan, should I react?
No, no.
I don't see the shaitan. Who I see?
They are part and parcel only.
I see Bhagwan. I see Bhagwan.
Yes.
I don't see shaitan.
They are also a ship.
Everybody is sip. Everybody is sip. Sachin. Last question for today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last question for today. Sachin. Yes, sir.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Guruji, what I've learned is that ABCD from you, accept as the thing comes, do your best, and being always in consciousness, and then be a divine instrument, and not expect anything. So this is what I think is relevant here. So I think this is also has changed my perspective a lot over a couple of months. I mean, more than a month, couple of months. So this is what I have to say. This is my last submission.
If you live as a divine Sachin, nothing can touch you. And I can see the transformation in you. You are in the toughest of times. You are in the toughest of times, but I was confident that you will face it. I was 100% sure that you will overcome it. I'm not even asking what, but I know you have got the power to face it. That is important. And that is the soul consciousness. Good.
And I
all
think
the
that
best.
has brought smile on my face.
Good. Always
that has
smile.
brought smile on face.
Always be in soul conscious and smile. I saw one hand coming up. Sacred Drew. We have 1 minute to give her a chance. Sacred Drew. Yes, Drew. Sacred Drew, unmute. Yes.
Yeah, Shubham Guruji. Wanted to ask you, like now when you say that one should not be affected about anything because they should be in consciousness. But like
Nothing should
suppose
affect you. If somebody has been able to rob your smile, they have been able to rob your soul.
Okay,
if somebody has been able to steal your smile, they have been able to steal your soul. Even in a death, you should smile. Even in a tragedy, you should smile. Even in the biggest problem of life, you should smile. That is being in soul consciousness. Continue, Esro.
okay, so when there are people who are like abusive in relations, like some men are abusive to their women, they don't respect them when they speak to them, or
That's
some
very common.
brothers.
That's very common.
Okay, so then when a woman is taking it like TK type, then they take them for granted. So
Why
is
you're
it okay?
Why you are saying TK type? You protect yourself.
So you should teach the opposite. I mean, you have to tell the opposite person to respect you on how they speak to you, right?
You respectfully tell.
Nicely, even if
You
it's your
respectfully
children.
tell. I am telling you respectfully, shut up. You say, I am respectfully telling you to shut up your nonsense. I am respectfully telling you, you are a divine, you shut up all this nonsense. You are a divine manifestation. Stop all this evil shaitan business. Tell, what is the problem?
Okay, so then that's fine, right?
Yeah, you say it in consciousness, nah.
Okay.
Don't say it out of anger. Be in soul consciousness.
Yeah, you be not affected, but you have to stand for yourself.
If you are in soul consciousness and a cobra comes in front of you, you are allowed to kill the cobra.
Okay.
But you can say, Prabhu Cobra, my dear Sikh Cobra, I am going to kill you now. Kashak.
Okay. Okay.
You understand the difference?
Yeah.
You don't have to get angry at the cobra and kill it. You don't have to be fearful at the cobra. You say, Prabhu, Nagadeva, now I am going to kill you, Nagadeva, Daba. Over. You do it.
Okay.
What can you do? Because you are protecting yourself. Otherwise, that snake will kill you.
Yeah.
If that snake is not troubling you, the snake is just going on its side. Don't go trouble it. If somebody is giving you bad words, but is saying it without, you know what? Suppose somebody is telling you, you cannot hear. They're saying under their breath. Don't go and tell, hey, what did you say? What did you say? What did you say? Tell me what you said. No need. No need to say that. If somebody's murmuring under their breath, let them suffer. Let them suffer. They are suffering. Why you should suffer? There was one man. Quick story. 1 minute story. There was one man from Korea. He brought a most costly TV computers for some lakhs of rupees, and he told Ramu, that servant. Ramu, this is a very costly TV computer. Don't even wipe it. Don't even clean it. Don't switch it on. Don't watch TV. It is very costly, very important. Then Ramu, when the Sethji went for Diwali party, Ramu on the TV, he pulled the wire and he broke it. Fell on the ground. Now the Sethji came and he could not sleep for 1 week. 1 week every day. Why he could not sleep? Not because the TV broke, but because Ramu was snoring. He was upset the TV broke and Ramu snoring. The next day when Ramu woke up, he told Ramu, you know what? I feel very bad for you. What? He told Ramu, you know, this TV got broke. He said, yes. He said, that TV I bought for you only. That was your Diwali gift. So now the Sethji went to sleep, and now Ramu could not sleep now because Ramu told Mera TV told diya. The problem is we let other people make us unhappy. Why should other people make us unhappy? Let them be unhappy. We should smile. We should be in SIP consciousness. Nothing should make us unhappy. If you lose the smile, you have lost everything because the soul always radiates smiles. Be in Sat Chit Anand, soul conscious. With folded hands, time is over. I bow down to you.